Hey guys, so today I'm looking a little rough, raw, and real, and if I'm completely honest, normally my vanity would prevent me from filming a video looking like this. I actually don't even leave my house looking like this with my hair up, but this has been one of the longest weeks of my entire life. As a 1L right now, I've been working madly all week on one of my 2 writing assignments for the semester, which is worth 30% of my grade. And basically I just needed a little bit of a break from reading and writing about ADA regulations, case briefs, and law review articles. So I'm going to be filming and you are going to be watching my February wrap-up. The first book I managed to read in February was The Resurrectionist by E.B. Hubbard, and this copy was sent to me by Quirk Books in exchange for an honest review. This book comes to you in 2 parts, the first being a biography of Dr. Spencer Black, the Resurrectionist, and the second being his life's work, an anatomy book of the mythical creatures that he believes actually existed and were somehow connected to the evolution, I don't know if that's a word, of the human form. To give you kind of an idea of where the character of Spencer Black is coming from, his father was some sort of a medical professional or medical professor, and he took Spencer and his brother with him as children to various graveyards where they exhumed bodies to use as cadavers for his father's lectures and demonstrations. Because of these experiences as a young child, Spencer develops this fascination with the human body, becomes a medical doctor himself, and finds himself extremely fascinated with human deformities and just growth abnormalities, and somehow twists this into this hypothesis that physical anomalies in human beings are actually the human body's attempt to return to what he believes was our true form or our original form as a mythical beast. Going into this book, I didn't really know what to expect. I kind of was thinking of it more as a picture book that happened to have a little bit of text, and I didn't watch or read any other reviews of it, and so I was very pleasantly surprised to find out that this is very much a strong, creepy work of historical fiction. The biography that I initially dismissed as kind of just a general precursor to getting to the cool illustrations is terrifying. And I don't just mean because Dr. Spencer Black spends most of his time taking dead people's bodies and, you know, messing with them and taking animals' bodies and kind of stitching them together to create mythical beasts, but I was just more terrified by the idea that one man could be so obsessed with finding a cure for human deformity, and yet that twists his mind into a whole different deformity where he thinks that he has the power to go back and create new creatures and create new life. And if you like Frankenstein, or if you're even more of a classic-y person and you like Faust, this is going to be right up your alley. In addition to the fantastic writing, let's just talk about the design of the book for a second. First of all, the cover is awesome. The cover is super ridiculously cool, very attention grabbing. When people have come over to my apartment, they immediately ask me, okay, what is that book? And of course, because this is a book published by Quirk, the actual physical book under the dust jacket is beautiful as well. It's got this fantastic design that's supposed to look like leather, I believe, and my crappy little camera here is not doing it justice. This kind of leads you into the meat of the book, which is the anatomy drawings, and these are absolutely fantastic. They are super detailed and just spectacular, and quite frankly, this is a book like none I have ever seen before. If you would like to see my more coherent typed out thoughts on that book, I will link my Goodreads review down below, and I believe I gave it 3 stars. The next book that I managed to read in February was also a Quirk book, and that is The Geeks Guide to Dating by Eric Smith. Now, because February is the month of Valentine's Day, I felt like I should be reading something a little bit more romantically inclined, and I've had this for about a year now and I haven't gotten through it, so I decided to pick this up, and I'm actually cheating a little. I'm not quite done, but I plan on finishing this tonight, and I'm filming this on the 27th, so there you go. I'm really enjoying this so far. It's super quirky without trying too hard. I love the references, and although it's definitely geared more specifically towards geek guys, I'm finding so much information in here that is useful, and I feel like Eric Smith reached into my brain and was like, yo, Marissa, all your dating problems in life, I'm gonna fix them in one book. I mean, obviously I haven't like put any of these tips to the test or anything, nor do I really plan to, but I don't know. I just feel like this is, if I was gonna recommend a dating manual to anyone, I would give them this. And although I didn't manage to finish The Two Towers this month, I read a couple more chapters and I'm really, really enjoying it. I definitely like Fellowship of the Ring better so far, but I think that's just because in Fellowship, all of the characters are together. The Fellowship is still whole, whereas in Two Towers, obviously the Fellowship has broken. Everyone's kind of scattered across pursuing their own plot lines, and that is something I'm not quite so much a fan of. I don't like this in the movies either. I really prefer to just kind of stick with one group, and quite frankly, I wish we could just follow Aragorn and Legolas and Gimli a little bit more, because I love the three of them as the three hunters, and I can't wait to get back to their plotline. Alright, you guys, those were all the books that I managed to read in February, and hopefully March will be a little bit better because the first week of March is spring break, so hopefully I can get a little bit more reading in then, but who knows? I do have midterms to study for, so the work never really ends. I hope you guys had a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye!